What is y'all, your social media platform artist and the host of the YouTube channel, Dr. Do. I'm your host, Dr. Do here, everyone. How y'all been on a Wednesday night today? Are you guys ready for some more new video from Dr. Do himself? Well, guess what? I got you guys a history video that y'all would like about, alright? I haven't made a history video since I made the history of the China-Vietnamese War. Yeah. You haven't seen that? Here's the image, the title. I recommend you go check that out. Pretty good, alright? In this history video on my channel, we're going to do the history of one of the most iconic assault rifles that the world had ever seen. It's so great and amazing that the whole world wants to buy more of them in their military till this day. We're going to be talking about the history, the gun that everybody loves. It represents revolution throughout the whole entire history in human history. We are talking about the history of the AK-47, the greatest and not the king of all guns, the gun that was been used throughout the whole entire history since between 1947 to this day, over like 75 or 76 years since it came out. It's still considered to be the king of all guns. It's still being used in militaries and war to this day. Reason why I want to talk about it because you need to think about this gun. This gun is so popular that everybody wants to get their hands on this. It's so cheaper and not that expensive than you think. It being used, it was made by the country. It was created by the Soviet Union back in 1947 by a inventor known as Konechnikov. He was the inventor of the AK-47. If it weren't for him, then he wouldn't make he didn't make any change in human history. Right here, y'all. Before we get started of this story, if you guys new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, share this to anyone who are loving guns so much. Y'all, we're almost about to hit 4K, y'all. We're almost there. We're almost there to hitting 4K on this channel. I really appreciate y'all support on this channel, alright? Y'all, we're about to let you guys know, I'm about to hit 30K on my Instagram channel, alright? I'm almost there. I'm going to be happy for y'all for this support. Alright, y'all? Okay, so here we go. The story of the AK-47, we had to go back to go back all the way back in 1938. In 1938, a man known as Konechnikov, he was a self-inventor and also one of the iconic men who ever walked on the face of the planet. He was born in the Soviet Union back then. He joined the Soviet Army back in 1938. Back when 1 year before World War II had ever happened. He wanted to become one of the best inventors in the Soviet Union, because during that time, Soviet Union was still behind industrial and military technology during that time. When a year later, their chance to become more powerful and all to spread their communists in the name of none other than the foolish dictator who took the lives of over millions of Russian civilians named Joseph Stalin. Alright, y'all? Joseph Stalin wanted to create a military power so that way the world would not see them as an idiotic country that the only nation that had communism in the world back then. Till in 1939, World War II had happened when Germany invaded Poland, and then 2 years later, Germany had declared war on the Soviet Union. Konechnikov had been assigned to join the fight against Germany in 1941. He served alongside with his Soviet counterpart, his friends, and his army against the German army and Adolf Hitler. Eventually, on one of the battles, he got injured around that time. He tried to recover from the hospital, but it was too late for him to join the fight because Germany had been defeated by the Soviet army in 1949. But however, the first assault rifle that ever been made was in Germany. The Soviet Union had discovered an assault rifle that they never seen before, and a weapon that would help make Soviet Union into a more powerful, dominant military power at the end. Between 1944 and 45, the first assault rifle had ever come out was the STG-44, the first assault rifle in human history. Alright? It was used by Germany in 1944 until it was stopped in 1945. The Soviets looked at the weapon and said, this could be a weapon that would help the Soviet Union and show the Western allies of who they are and what they can do. By the end, after World War II, Cold War had started. And this time, Kornechikov went to military kind of school to create a weapon, and also trying to make sure that the Soviet Union would look at this weapon. The first assault, he tried testing different assault rifles to see which one could be the great weapon to be used in the Soviet Union. His first prototype was known as the Type 1 assault rifle. This assault rifle was the first successful test gun that was made by Konechikov. When the Soviet Union tried using it, it did really well in the gun test, all that stuff, because he made the gun into a very powerful one by making it into a sand resist, water resist, mud resist, the assault rifle, alright? And this gun right here had been popular throughout the whole entire history and became the main assault rifle of the Soviet Union. And throughout its history, the Konechikov AK-47 have been well known, being popular throughout the whole entire genre of everybody number one bucket list of which assault rifle they wanted. And so, hold on, there have been many variants of the AK-47 throughout whole entire history. Without that, there were the other variants of AK came out, like the AKM became a new modern standard weapon by the Soviet Union around 1952 or 53, and then been sent all over to other countries throughout the whole entire Cold War, so that the Soviet allies in Poland, Romania, East Germany, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and the other nations in Asia like China, Vietnam, Cambodia. It became a backbone throughout the whole entire communist countries, because AK-47s like that are so good, which many people want to get their hands on these things. Like, really, there have been multiple variants and all the different modern AK that came out at that time was so popular that nobody will refuse to say that it's not a good gun. And then you see the United States has saw this kind of gun. They knew their weapon they used in military would not be good enough. So the U.S. decided to replace their M14 assault rifle with were not as success they thought it would be, and they decided to create their own assault rifle, like M16 assault rifle or the AR assault rifle. But the problem with those U.S. guns that we use to this day, they can still jam you put in water or mud or sand. But the AK, every variant of the AK still had resist against mud, water, and everything that can try to cause this gun to jam. All right, the gun the gun is like 4.59 feet tall. All right, no wait, 3 or 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide for the gun itself. It carries around 30 rounds in the magazine. It can fire over like, come on y'all. You can fire a 7.62 x 39mm round. You know, range over 1.22 grams. That's the kind of bullet that which the country which AKs are used to this day. As for like firing range, it can fire over 40 meters or 437 yards. At range itself, yeah, I know, right? Since then, there have been other countries besides the communist countries that want to buy AKs, such like African rebel groups, such like in Sierra Leone, the Sudan, or other African countries or African rebels that want to buy AK-47 in order to continue this war between government and rebels, which is why that the AK-47 represents revolution throughout the whole entire country that fighting against rebels that use AK-47, including cartels in Colombia, Mexico, Central American countries. And you gotta think about it. Everybody, it's like AK-47 are not that expensive to buy. The price range between the AK-47 is like $300 or $400 to buy one AK-47. All right, and I gotta tell you, there were other variants like the AK, which are like sniper rifle, like the Dragunov sniper rifle, which is like a little longer than the AK. It also had less round, like 10-round magazine. It can be used by snipers in other different countries that used by the rebel groups or Russia today. And then you got the other variants of the AK, such as the AKM modern day AK, or the AK-74, which was used by the Soviets in 1974 to replace their AK-47s. And then you gotta look at the other variants of the gun, such as the light machine gun, such as either the RPK, which is used as a light machine gun, make it a little longer, have more ammo, like you could fire like 40 or 80 rounds from either RPK or the RPD machine gun, which is considered the backbone of military forces to today's date. And also, AK-47s, come on, you guys gotta admit, the AK is like helps. It's the reason why people are so obsessive with this gun so much that people want the military, even in US, to replace their AR or M16 rifles into converting to AKs. Still, I gotta tell you, US guns are not that good, even though US have good tanks, jets and stuff, but when it comes to assault rifles like that, the AK is more better than the modern day AR or M16 in the US military today. I wish US could replace those guns for the AK variants, like get a blueprint from Russia. If Russia can stop having a conflict with Ukraine, would be a good thing to do, find a solution to this stupid war. And you gotta think about it. Also, other newer variant, there are other AK that became submachine gun, like AK-74U, but they call it was considered to be a submachine gun version of the AK-74. And you got Scorpion with a little Uzi gun, which you turn. They made the gun even a little smaller than an AK is right to this day. And also, you gotta look at the other modern, newer gun that came out too. I mean, Russia using a newer modern AK, like the AK-12. Well, there were some problems with the AK-12 I heard people saying about, but you get what I mean. You see videos, story about other AKs. Alright? I like how people want to know about the AK-47 because AKs are the reason why Russia reason why people consider Russia powerful, because the AK is the reason why Russia is one of the most powerful countries in the world to this day. And also, I feel like you buy AKs, that money that you use is going to be sent to Russia, because it is Russian. I mean, Russia is the ones who make AKs, alright? So they are the one reason how Russia's economy not collapsing at all. I got also there were another variant of the AK, but it wasn't called an AK at all. It's more like it called a Galili, which it looked like a Israeli version of the AK-47. I gotta tell you, Galilis are not bad. I gotta tell you, one of my favorites. But the AK is my favorite assault rifle of all time. If I had to pick any gun, the AK-47 right there. And there you have it. This is the history of the AK-7 and why I like the AK-47 so much. I hope you guys liked this video. Subscribe to this channel. Hit down notification. Put a comment down below. Share this video to anyone who loves AK-47. I see you guys next time. All right. Peace out.